Hi, Joe DeRisi here, Town of Hamden Public Works. I just want to briefly talk about food scraps and also leaves from your yard, and how we can save money and create a resource. So we'll start with the basics for our trash for the town. We have a green bin, which all our household trash goes into. We have a blue bin, which is all the recycling, but that includes cans and bottles and cardboard and such. It does not include food waste, and food waste makes up about 20% of this waste that goes into the green can, and that gets transported probably to a landfill out of state. So there's a cost, $90 or so per ton, plus the transportation cost, and then environmentally, the costs are it sits in a landfill and decomposes and can produce methane gas, which is not desirable, and we have to ship it all the way to Ohio or Virginia or wherever it goes. So if we took the food waste out of here and used it, then we could potentially reduce our overall waste by 20%, saving a lot of money. So one option is this is a countertop food scrap container, and I empty this a couple of times a week. Typical food scraps, we got eggshells and coffee grounds and banana peels and such. And this is, instead of being a waste that costs money and then decomposes, causing environmental impacts, this is a resource that could help improve our soils in town, right? So there's three options right now for food scraps from your kitchen. One is you throw it away, and you may have to at this point because there aren't any other options for you. However, the other two options that do exist now, one is food scraps can go into a pail like this, which you can get from the town for free, and you can bring this filled with your food scraps to the transfer station where there's a big container and it's collected, and then it's sent to a biodigester where the food scraps are turned into electricity and compost material for soil augmentation. These are available now. The container is at the transfer station, but you have to bring it there, of course. An even better option, which is available now, is you have a composter like this one courtesy of our waste hauler, or you can just have an open pile, and you can put your food scraps like this and leaves from your yard, and this one you just take the top off. You want to have a good combination of what they call browns and greens, and there's plenty of information on that, and you could always call me at 203-287-7021 if you want more information about composting. But anyway, you put your food waste and leaves from your yard in here, and then at the bottom, eventually, after a period of time, and you may have to turn it and add water and other things, which we can discuss at some later point, you're going to get, this isn't quite done, but you can see it's starting to look a lot more like soil. And this can go directly into your garden or potted plants, and it enhances the soil, and it doesn't cost anything, and it does not cost the town anything because you're doing the work at home and we're not transporting it anywhere. Now, what we want for the future as an option is to have another container besides a blue and a green bin. It's one way to do it, and have a curbside pickup service so you don't have to drive it to the transfer station. And that's something we could do in the future. And there's different ways of doing that. One is to have a third container. There's other systems where you have one container but different colored bags, some for organics, some for recycling, and some for trash. We don't know which one is the best option yet for us, but that's coming in the future. So in the meantime, you have least desirable option is to throw your food scraps in here. Next best thing, collect it and bring it to the transfer station. And there's also services that will pick it up for you, although there is a fee involved because those are profit-making companies. But that's another option that can be explored. And The best option, of course, is keep your food scraps at home, augment soils for growing things, and no cost to the town. And if you want more information about any of these things, just call me up at 203-287-7021. That's it.